Good Monday morning, foggers. I hope everybody had a great weekend. It was extremely warm. The feel like was like at 103 or something, 105. Great beach weather, pool weather. I saw a lot of followers with their spouses and significant others and their kids out on the boat, fishing at the beach, at the pool, and I always write back a comment or something like that, so don't think it's weird, but I like to encourage that type of behavior because coming from a profession like ours where, we're the high divorce rate and issues at home, not being home, it's great to see you guys out there and we want to promote that, right? When you're off duty, you're with your family and you're having a good time decompressing and doing things with your friends and your loved ones around you, okay? That's important. So we want to always promote that. So don't think it's weird if I write to you and I said, hey, great shot, good picture, whatever. It's not a cringe thing. It's more like I'm encouraging that, okay? So I hope everybody had a good weekend, like I said. And I want to comment today on a couple of things that I mentioned on the tape last week where just some observations. And again, I'm going to give you the disclaimer that this is not a departmental bashing. This is not to, break anybody down. This is to just bring a little bit of awareness of my things that I'm observing, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm the old fogey now who, I don't know, I'm the grumpy old man. I don't know, and you guys are free to write back to me and let me know. But so last week I took my 15-year-old son to get his learner's permit, and I had to do the appointment about a month and a half ago online. There was no openings, and I show up, an hour ahead, and there's, I don't know, 30 or 40 people in line. I'm like, man, these people are so stupid. They could have just, gone online and made an appointment. Well, guess what? I was one of those stupid guys. When I get there, yeah, this is with the appointment. So whatever, I can rant and rave about how the system works and how you get your stuff. But what I notice is if you want to see a reflection of what's going on in our country, in the community, you'll see a lot of people there. I saw a lot of, not a lot, but I saw a handful of people with tattoos that were gang affiliation that they stood out. They looked like they just got out of prison and were coming to get their license, and just different things that I observed. Right, people that let me not even get into it, but just a lot of unworthy characters that were there. Right, I'm not talking about immigrants or people that don't speak English. I'm talking about shitbags, right? And I told my son, I'm like, man, I have my federal license with me. I can't carry in a state building. And, that used to be manned by troopers, and the troopers are critically understaffed. And to be honest with you, the troopers have never been treated fairly as far as salary. And I love my governor. Ron DeSantis is a great governor. This is not a shot at him. But, it's a state department, as far as my Florida Highway Patrol, and they've never been treated financially with the respect that they deserve. And these guys and these girls, they're stopping people halfway through the Everglades on their own, and people wonder why sometimes they're extremely strict and stern, and it's because they're fucking nervous because they're doing traffic stops in the middle of nowhere by themselves, knowing that their backup is 15 or 20 minutes away. So, props go out to my FHP troopers and the work that you guys have always done, But anyway, in observing all that, I left there really uneasy. Like, man, there's a lot of shit here that I just left there not feeling well about what I saw, right? The characters that were there, and then going through some of my accounts, major departments down here, and I'm not going to get into who, and everybody knows who they are. And again, it's not about bashing, but, I saw command staff, and this is on their actual departmental Instagram. This is not shit talking, having an ice cream party at a roll call room for a job well done. Yeah, I'll pause for effect. And I sat there, I scrolled through it, I went back and I read it again. And command staff serving ice cream. They had buckets of ice with the ice cream inside of it. They're throwing an ice cream party for officers for a job well done. Is it me? Is it me? If it's me, write to me, tell me. I'm all for doing stuff with officers. You know, I much prefer give all those officers, if they did great stuff or whatever, a $10, $20 gift certificate, a gift card, and have them take their children and their spouses and their significant others out for ice cream during their time. It just didn't sit well with me. And I don't know. Again, like I took this weekend off from saying anything because there's so many things going on. We had 2 Jordanian guys try to make entry into a military base. And, you know, I did all my bomb detection for years, and I did some anti-terrorism training with federal agents. And you know what that's called? That's called a dry run. They used a box truck. They didn't make a wrong turn and get to the gate by accident. They were checking acceleration on a box truck with the weight, with the gate that's there and the devices that are put to stop that. They wanted to see the response of the Marines. They wanted to see several things, and those were the fall guys. And that's called a dry run in our business, you know. And we're having ice cream. I don't. Again, if it's me, please tell me. I don't know. But I will tell you this: I'm talking to a lot of tactical guys that are current and retired, and a lot of retired guys are carrying vests in their cars and rifles and things, because when the shit hits the fan, we may have to go out there and help the officers that are out there today. Not because they're inadequate or whatever, just because, you know, more manpower and stuff. We're eating ice cream. I mean, what if you get Officer of the Month? Do you get cake? I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a loss for words, as you can tell. I'm all for all the sweetness that there is in life. I'm not saying don't give an officer ice cream, but when you type it up, job well done, and you're serving ice cream, what's next? Face painting? I mean, like where does it stop? What happened to leadership? Coming in, right, with all those stars and bars and stripes. Hey, good job. You know why in law enforcement, some of the best supervisors, you know why we have commendations? Not to say, hey, here's a paper in your file that says great. That's to have enough stuff so the day you do something and you piss a civilian, right, a citizen, or somebody makes an allegation, a bullshit allegation on you, they go to your file, and that's what the media does, and they look, well, he had 30 commendations. Can't be such a fucking piece of shit. And that's what we give them data boys. Every opportunity you get, you give them data boys. And you celebrate in front of roll call, in front of your officers, and you tell them, hey man, you're commended for this. You know, you give them their ribbons on their shirts, and you commend them that way. And yeah, again, meet with the squad at Baskin Robbins and have all the ice cream you want. But to have an ice cream party because it was done, no. You know, tomorrow, when God forbid that officer, male or female, gets into a jam and the media goes to pull their file, they're going to be, well, he had 3 ice cream parties, so he's probably a great officer. I don't get it. I just, and again, I'm not bashing anybody. I don't know. Guys, wake up. I don't know if it's me. If it is, man, I'll be quiet. I won't say anything. But it just doesn't sit well with me that the rest of the world is ready to go to war and officers are being gunned down at a high rate, almost like it's never happened. And we're drinking ourselves to death, and we're killing ourselves, and we're having ice cream. I don't get it. I don't see, where's the outrage and the urgency? I'm in contact with people from NYPD recently, a much more higher rate, and they're dropping out. They're dropping out at a higher rate and leaving the profession. And you can't blame them. Not only are we getting gunned down and it seems like nobody gives a shit about us, and I know, yeah, they're going to come back at me and tell me, oh, we do this and we do that. That's smoke and mirrors and fluff and bullshit. Okay? Remember, we're experts at bullshit. We wear many different masks. So, you know, we see through the smoke and through the fog. But they're leaving the profession. Not only are we getting gunned down and they're realizing that the trauma and the bullshit that we go through, but then you go to work and you're treated like shit. I had a 30-year veteran the other day tell me he put in for vacation 3 times. Okay? 30-year veteran who's a good officer in great standing and was denied vacation 3 times. Yet younger tenured officers that happen to be friends with the right people are getting vacation left and right. not even with ample warning. And that's bullshit, and it's wrong. And the people that are supervising, I've told you before, you got to do a better job. It's never about you, it's about the troops. It's about all of us. And you got to do a better job. Because when the shit hits the fan, you're going to want your officers to come through for you. Like I've told you, my officers, and I'm not tooting my horn, but I just treated everybody with respect. If I fed them rocks, they would shit concrete. Because they work for me. Because when they needed that time off, or they needed a doctor's appointment, or they were out late and they wanted to ride two-man, if it was able to be done, I did it. Why? Because I'm human. And you guys are treating these people like shit. I don't get it. I just don't get it. And again, you know, I waited a couple of days to do this video about this because I go, man, maybe I'm just maybe I'm just un viejo, right? The old guy now. Maybe I'm not seeing the way things are now. This is serious business, man. People are coming after you. And we have to turn the tables and go after them. I think we're being nice, you know? And it's not the officer's fault. It's the leadership, you know? Cut the dogs loose. We have sheriffs in this state that they tell you, don't come down here with that bullshit. They just don't. And they don't buckle to media. And the minute they get the whole woke, oh, you can, what? Hey, man, I don't play that bullshit. All right? This is law enforcement. This isn't patty cake. And the reason why I bring that up, it goes to everything. It goes to mental health. It goes to everything. You have got to care about the officers, genuinely. Don't say it. Remember that. Don't tell me you love me. Show me. So I just had to get this off my chest for me. I mean, this video is probably just for me because it's been bothering me. Ice cream parties. I don't know, man. We need to get serious about that. You know? So again, as a person who does care about you guys, and I'm totally imperfect, but I've been there and I've been in that hole. I just don't know what's going on. And again, if I'm wrong, write to me and tell me. I'll shut up. I'm good. The only thing that matters to me is what you guys think. The troops that are out on the road. The guys and girls that are putting their life on the line. The guys that are going through all the anger and the alcohol and stuff just to numb the pain and the bullshit from the toxicity that's going on. How about holding roll calls about accountability and, you know, that we want some rules and I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's what I've been seeing. That's what I've been observing. You know, you have one opponent over here eating raw meat and you have the other guy over here eating ice cream. You got to be careful with that, man. We got to be ready. Mentally, physically, rough times are coming. And this is not a dark, you know, negative thing. This is just what's going on. We're getting gunned down. We're killing ourselves. We just lost another firefighter in Canton who was loved and respected and was in the fight and in the struggle and everybody knew it, and we lost him. And he was well versed in the world of trauma, and we lost him. And that's super significant. That's like a firearm instructor shooting his toe by accident. Okay? So listen, it's Monday. We have a week ahead. It's hot, so hydrate down here. Buckle up, get ready. Okay? Look for the challenges. Be engaged, be focused. Treat your body well, eat right, move your body. Don't fill voids with negative stuff. And the people that are out there that are feeling lonely, that are looking for love, I see it, I hear it, I know what you're going through. That lonely feeling, even when you're surrounded by people, I get it. We understand each other. All right? With that, happy Monday. Don't take this as a negative video. Take it as open your eye video. Right? See your surroundings. Look where you're at. All right? Trim the fat. Keep your circle small. Surround yourself with people that think like you, that respect you, that love you, that are going to be there for you. Okay? With that, happy Monday and get after it. Go get it. Be safe. 3 AM Fog.